So today I was going to be saying I was going to sign for Karlsruher. Then I found the problem. And I only found out because I accepted the offer. And then I found I couldn't sign for Karlsruher for an entire year. Let's talk about it. Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022. The master we build a save with Örgryte. Yes, we found a bug, I think. And I'm just going to show you here now. We got offered the contract, right? And we're going to sign for it. So let's go over that quickly. So we got offered the contract by Karlsruher. And I thought, okay, we're going to sign this. It makes sense to do it. We're going into negotiations and it says end of season. Look at the date. Look at the date. It says the 1st of November 2026. For some reason, I don't know why this is the case, but for some reason, when I said to join the end of contract of the season, it didn't take into account that what I meant was I was finishing my current season up. I was going to sign for next year. I should know I accepted the offer, and I realized that I was getting this screenshot come up right now that I couldn't sign for them until an entire year. And I've done a few experimentations. I've done a few things. I resigned. I couldn't sign for them. I was just left in limbo with no job for an entire year. I couldn't give any new contracts to players because I already said I was going to be leaving. And I couldn't do anything else. I was literally stranded in limbo. And realistically, I know this is a joke when I'm talking about realistic things happening when I'm managing a football club when I would never be able to do it in real life. But realistically, they would realize that I'm already finishing my current season and they would give me the contract for right now. Now, admittedly, what I should have done was said, I want to join right now instead of I want to join at the end of the season, and this wouldn't be the case. However, because of this, and I have got a save file where I literally made sure I have this issue. So, literally, broken situation, I've got that. That's the save file where I'm actually weak in the future. I've accepted the contract and I can't sign for them because of the fact it's broken. I'm going to have to walk away from this because I couldn't see a situation where realistically Karlsruher would actually wait an entire year when they're struggling to avoid relegation for a new manager to join them. It made no sense. The worst part, I love the opportunity of this job, but unfortunately, I have to turn this down because realistically, it made no sense to me to do this. As much as it pains me to do this, all because of this date, and I have the save file where I actually have gone through, I could sim forward an entire season as a holiday forward to the start date, but it just made no sense to me to do that. Even if this is an amazing offer, the start date is what kills it for me. So I'm going to have to end this and just walk away from the situation, all because of the fact it was broken. So it's unfortunate that it's happened, but we're going to have to walk away from this and go for a new job instead. Because I want to leave. There's no question about it. I just can't do it for this job because of the fact it broke. The game didn't recognize that we were waiting for the last game of the year to finish, and it for some reason ticked over for, like, I was going to sign for next year, and I couldn't give any contracts. I couldn't do anything about it with the players. I couldn't make any transfers, and that's not what this save's about. So, unfortunately, as much as it pains me to do it, I have to turn down Karlsruher, even if they were a team I really wanted to manage. It sucks, but it's the case. It's something I have to do for the purpose of the save. It's a shame, but I can't help but do it. And yes, I may have save scum for this, but that's the reason why I had a separate save file for the approach, in case something like this happens, in case it breaks. It's not ideal, but what can you do? It just made no sense realistically, and I couldn't do that for the save file. It just would not work for me, so we find a new job. This is going to be controversial. Stuttgart just sacked their manager. When I say it's controversial, I mean I know their rivalry with Karlsruher. It's one of their main rivals. Like, one of their big rivalries. The fierce rivals. It's after I turned it down because of the contract glitch, I surely couldn't go for Stuttgart, right? That would be much. That would be a bit much, wouldn't it? of battle against relegation, develop players using the youth system, and then sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. A lot of money. It's a lot of money. And they spend 39 million in the year. Am I mad for looking at Stuttgart and thinking I can go there after I just turned down Karlsruher for a glitch? I think I'm going to do it. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. I've turned down Union Berlin because of the fact they haven't won a trophy, and this is a team that's won 8 major trophies. This might come back to bite me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. Stade Rennais. What? Hold on. Stade Rennais linked me. Oh. Okay. Stade Rennais fit my Oh, no, they don't. They have the cup, though. They have the cup. I've been linked to 3.5-star jobs now. That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. That's appealing. It's really enticing. It is really enticing. I'm going to say that. That is very enticing. I can't deny it. I've already applied for the Stuttgart job. What does that make me do? Arsenal and Wolfsburg have all just sat their managers. I really should have just waited until this was done. And then just gone for this way. So applied for Stuttgart. Series came to me. Stade Rennais are here. Vitesse have just sat their manager as well. And I couldn't go for them because my NAC things, but Arsenal 18th. No, 16th. Arsenal struggling. I shouldn't. This is surely too big for me, right? I couldn't possibly go to Arsenal. I've only gone to jobs that have been top flight. Am I mad if I wanted to go to Wolfsburg now? Wolfsburg are 13th. Let's just start applying for jobs. We got nothing to lose, do we? Really? Right? We got nothing to lose, surely. I mean, we took them on, and we almost beat them in the Europa Conference League, so they know what I'm capable of doing, right? So, is it really the end of the world? Let's see what happens. I'm very curious. I'm actually going to target the Arsenal job, just because I'm kind of curious to see if they actually go for me or not. Alright, so the Örgryte boys are hoping we will stay, only because I outright said that we are interested in the Stade Rennais role, and I generally don't know what's going to happen here because I've applied for 3 other jobs in the meantime. So let's see what happens. So Stade Rennais fans consider me to be a leading candidate, which is actually kind of interesting because I didn't think I'd be a leading candidate for the club, but who knew? I could actually get the job here, and it's very fascinating to me. In other news, Sundsvall have managed to stay up in the top flight, and that was no surprise really. And in other news, well, we're going to go down to this, and Eskilstuna survived. They are not going to be relegated from the 3rd tier. They are staying up, and it is wonderful, wonderful news. So, Eskilstuna have survived. They didn't do very well, but they did get 3 wins in the last 5 matches, and it's what kept them up, effectively. And now they won their playoff game, they are going to stay up. It's wonderful to see them do well. So, hopefully, Eskilstuna will not go down anytime soon, please. Do better, for goodness sake. Okay, so we didn't get the Arsenal job, despite everything. They actually said that despite going against shortlisting me, due to the strength of the other candidates, they actually placed on record that I would be a settled fit for the club's ambitious vision for the future because I signed players no older than 23 for the first team. So, hey, we got a good sign. We're actually impressing some teams like Arsenal, which is useful to say the least. So, Wolfsburg have turned me down as well. Despite opting against shortlisting me due to the strength of the other candidates, they would like to place on record they feel that I would have been an acceptable fit to the club's somewhat scaled back vision for the future. I mean, the fact I've been turned down by 2 4-star teams tells me that maybe 4-star teams are not where I can get to right now, and that 3.5-star teams are where I can get to, which makes me wonder that Stuttgart might actually be a realistic possibility, and I can't blame them saying that. I mean, I can definitely get a 3-star team. I know that for certain, but do I want to go even lower than that? Because I'm at a 2.5-star team right now, right? Do I want to go any lower than that? Also, I just realized that Stade Rennais are actually not a realistic possibility because they won the Coupe de France in 2019. So technically, I couldn't manage them either, even if I wanted to, because of the stipulation of the save. So, awkward. So, Nantes, they could be available soon. Last one to title in 2001. And they could be an open job soon. I'm tempted to go to Nantes instead, actually. I'm going to be honest with you. So Vitesse have just offered me a job interview. And any other time I'd probably go for it. But it's a 3.5-star job that's become available. But they've just won their biggest competition just last year. So I have to say no to them, unfortunately. Which is a shame. But Vitesse, that's a great opportunity. It's just a shame I'm not interested in the role because they won their cup recently. And they haven't won the league title. So, yeah. Sorry, Vitesse. Any other time, I'll probably go for you. Ladies and gentlemen, more jobs have become available, and the Nantes ones become available. Nantes have become available. Irvine have become available as well. I could go for them, but they don't interest me as much as the Nantes one. I'm going to be honest with you. Nantes just sacked their manager. Who is the favourite for the role? Who? Because they just sacked them. Gotta be honest, I kind of want the role. I really want the role. Even if they don't have a lot of money. Do you not have a lot of money? Oh god, they do not have a lot of money. Okay, that's a bit interesting. But yeah, 8-time winners of the Ligue 1, 3 times winners of the Coupe de France. They've not won the title since 2001. Nantes feels like a team I want to go for. So we're going to apply for it, develop players using the club's youth system, play entertaining football, and sign players under the age of 23. We could literally do all of that. So let's apply for the role. I can't believe France has become available to me, but there you go. Stuttgart in France. Stuttgart in Germany. We've had an offer from an interview from Vitesse, and now Nantes become available. So, yeah. I mean, even if Wolfsburg and Arsenal turn me down, we're at least getting offers for interviews, and that's amazing to me. I click forward once, and Stuttgart and they offered me the job interview. I didn't see this coming. Okay. Following my application, Stuttgart for the Stuttgart job, the board have invited me to attend an interview with them discussing the vacancy. One of the reasons the board has decided to offer you an interview is because they feel you would be a good fit for the club's realistic vision for the future. This is mainly due to a result of your very strong commitment to signing first-team players no older than 23. I mean, this is saying a lot, isn't it? Stuttgart! Stuttgart! This is amazing! Remember when I was looking at Karlsruhe and thinking that was a realistic job? And now I can go to Stuttgart and say, yeah, 3.5-star teams are now coming to me. Unbelievable, it really is. The board are pleased that you have taken the time to attend today. There are a few questions we'd like to ask to see if you are the manager we want to take the club forward. I'm glad you give me the chance to talk to the club. Let's get down to business. Can you ease our concerns that you've never managed in this country? I think my stand in the game should quell any concerns, to be honest. Why has your managerial career thus far lacked variety? I've shown loyalty to every club I've managed, and I consider this to be a good thing. Some people might be inclined to say you're taking somewhat of a risk by leaving what has been considered a safe job and looking to make a jump to an altogether bigger challenge. What was the thought process behind your decision? I'm keen to make my way up the managerial ladder, and this is a fantastic opportunity to do so. I mean, it is. It's Germany. Let's be honest. Big money in Germany. Why wouldn't I want to go to Germany? You've developed a reputation for applying for other jobs I was to employ. Wait, what? Have I? I didn't know that was the case. I didn't know you could do that. I always put my best... There's no good answer here. I can't even say I will never do it again. Because I can't... That's a lie. I've been enjoying myself. I mean, it's just sooner I waited for something to happen. But this is more because I'm not enjoying the restrictions placed on me by the league more than anything else. It was my choice and I stand my decisions. It shouldn't matter to anyone else. I'm just going to say that. You're up for a few jobs right now, it seems. Are you hedging your bets? Look, I know how it might look, so it's up to you whether it rules me out of contention or not. I'm exploring my options. I'm exploring my options. Are you willing to assure us you'll do a better job of maintaining the dressing room atmosphere here than your previous manager did? I mean, I've done that every single time I've been in the club. I feel like I can say that, yeah. So I promise I'll do that very easily. What makes you the ideal candidate to save a club unexpectedly struggling against relegation, though currently enjoying its best run of the season? I'm a strong motivator. I like to consider myself a strong motivator and leader. When times are hard, it's important to keep the spirits as high as possible. How do you feel about working with our current director of football, Lars Konetka? Oh my God. I would be very happy to work with him. As part of the recruitment process, we're willing to allow you to request changes to have a come backwards staff, as well as a chance to request any staff members you would like to bring with you from your current club. What size of budget you need to do? No budget. So the vision they like to share: sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. I do anyway. Develop players using the club use system. You got a good system here. Work within the raised budget. Fight bravely against relegation. So I could go down and it wouldn't be an issue. But a Bundesliga team could be my team. How about that? I'm happy to work with this. Should hide the expectation is for you to fight bravely against relegation, or to fight against relegation, not bravely. Is that fair? Or do you think you can improve upon that? I think that that's a fair target. If hired, we're willing to provide you a transfer budget of 16.87 million. That's a big budget. That is a very big budget. That's realistic as well. And a wage budget of 751,417 per week. What do you think of the proposed budget? How do we work with that? I don't have anything else I want to consider. And there we go. Stuttgart. Stuttgart could be approached me to become the manager. I mean, I feel a little bad for the Karlsruher thing because it's literally because of a bug. No other reason I'm turning that down, but whatever. We could be about to go there. So now we could be going to Germany or France. Who knew I literally could find myself at Stuttgart, but oh no. It's one of those things, I suppose. Derby County have become available. They are the former Premier League champions. I mean, I could have gone for Portsmouth, but technically, going from the Allsvenskan to the Championship is a realistic move, but I've been offered some potentially interesting interviews. We'll see what happens in the interviews first, I think. Okay, so Nonce have now just offered me the job interview, and again, an interesting job I could definitely work with. They're coming to me because I'm committed to sign players no older than 23, which is amazing to me. But again, they're going to see what they want. So let's do this interview. The board are pleased you've taken the time to attend here today. There were a few questions we'd like to ask to see if you're the manager we want to take the club forward. Let's get started. I have reservations because I've never managed in the country before. Can you explain why that wouldn't be an issue? I think my standing in the game should quell any concerns, to be honest with you. And this is honestly the best chance I've had to work in this country as well, but I'm going to say about my standing in the game. Why is your managerial career thus far lack variety? I've shown loyalty to every club I've managed, and I consider it to be a good thing. Why are you thinking of making what some people consider a bit of a sideways move? Last time I got that question, I was offered the job. So, yeah, I think it's a good sign. It's a sideways move, though. That's an interesting situation to be saying that, but I'm keen to make my way up the managerial ladder, and this is a fantastic opportunity to do just that. Why have you felt it's acceptable to apply for a number of jobs while employed by another team throughout your entire career? It was my choice, and I stand by my decisions. It shouldn't matter anything else. You're after a few jobs right now, it seems. Are you hedging your bets? I'm exploring my options. Are you willing to show you should do a better job of meeting expectations than your potential predecessor did? I've got a good record when it comes to meeting my expectations. I mean, I do, let's be honest. What makes you the ideal candidate to save a club that's been unexpectedly in relegation zone all seasons? Motivating players is one of my strengths. I'm confident in bringing that here. What sort of budget would you need to put together your backroom staff? I don't really want to talk about that in advance. If emerged as the successful candidate, you would be expected to adhere to the club's vision of the future. We are interested to hear your comments if you have any. Develop players using the club use system, play entertaining football, sign players on the age of 23 for the first team, selling players to sell for profit. That tells me that France is not very good for money, but work within the wage budget and minimum 2-year contracts for the first team players, fight bravely against relegation, get to 11th round of the Coupe de France, then work my way towards a top half finish for the next couple of years before getting a top half finish 5 years on. It looks like a sudden future. I'll be happy to work with that. If hired, we would expect you to battle to avoid relegation. Is that fair, or do you think you can do even better? 4.6 transfer budget is on offer should you get the job. I have nothing to worry about there. And we will be willing to give you £516,000 a week in wages if you were to get the job. I'm happy to work with that. I have nothing else to ask, and let's go with that. This could come back to bite me, I don't know. But France or Germany, we could be going elsewhere. And we already speak the language in those countries as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. And we're also in the draw for the Coupe, Spencer Cooper, one of the 2 teams that's been seeded 4th for the draw. So I guess that's a good thing? Maybe? We're with Gothenburg again, of course we are. So our group, if we still somehow end up staying here, is Gothenburg, Västerås, and Spezia. I don't know how to say his team's name, but yeah, they're in the 3rd tier, the top right now. They just got promoted as champions, so almost reminds me of Eskilstuna really in that regard. Well, Stuttgart have appointed Paul Dardai as the manager, so we won't be under Germany at this moment in time, which is awkward. I mean, I can't blame him. He's a really good manager. Let's be honest. He's actually pretty damn good. So nonce have turned me down. We're going to keep going. I genuinely want to get a new job because I genuinely believe we can get a new job right now. Who did they just sign? This guy from... Oh, he literally was at Stade Rennais. They've literally just hired the guy that Stade Rennais just sacked. I love this game sometimes. I really do. I mean, Everton would be interesting because they're 9 Premier League trophies. I've actually applied for the Derby job, by the way, just because I could. But St Etienne are now available as well, potentially insecure. I'm looking at St Etienne thinking, could I go for that? I mean, I would, but it's interesting that they are available. Speak of the Devils, one continued way, and we get the Derby County interview. I never said I wouldn't manage in England, but Derby sacked Ray Mooney after they got relegated with him. He got them promoted again, and then 20th right now. They're very pleased I've taken the time to attend today. So let's see. You're not worried about not being able to speak language? This is the first time I've ever had this one in a while. I can learn languages very quickly, yes. With reservations about the fact we've never mentioned the country, not a problem. I will not let anything get in the way of my ambition to further my career prospects, which includes promotion with you, by the way, Derby County, so don't you worry. I mean, I'm just going to say that, yeah. Why do you feel you're in the running for a few jobs right now? I'm exploring my options. I have to be. I can definitely make sure that we can have a healthy dressing room atmosphere. Every time I've been at the club, I've never had issues with that. So yes, let's do that. You'll be replacing someone who is very much liked by fans. How do you feel about that? My record speaks for itself. I'm proud to say I've had a strong relationship with the fans wherever I've been. We're part of the company with our manager much sooner than expected. Can you offer the assurance if we won't be any repeat of that? I've got a track record of spending a long time in my jobs. Yeah. This club has been underperforming for far too long. Are you the right person to turn things around? I'm a motivator. We're willing to let you change. I don't have anything I want to change. Okay. Ooh, wow. This is a lot of things. So, develop players using the club use system. It's a requirement. Sign players on the age of 23. Do not sign players over the age of 30. If we got money, I wouldn't do that. Play defensively solid football. High tempo pressing football. Work within the raised budget. Sign players to sell for profit. I do have players I could do that here, so yes. Work within the raised budget, I do anyway. And then a 2-year contracts. Avoid relegation, get to the 4th round of the FA Cup, and then continue in the Championship. Yeah, I can do that. And avoid relegation, I can do that. £10 million in transfer. Oh, I did not realise it would be this big. Hello. Yeah. And 296,000 in wages. Yeah, I'm happy with this. And I don't think I have anything else I want to say. This has literally become one of those things where I'm talking about, hello. That's a problem. And now actually make me the favours, it feels like. Reports says you interviewed the vacant Derby County job. That suddenly makes me the favourite. I have no comments to make about it, no. I'm not going to say a single thing about it. That's an interesting situation, isn't it? So, I get the impression I might get this job. So, Örgryte have just offered me a new contract. I think because they're scared I'm going to leave them. Yeah, I can't blame them. They take the fact I'm being signed as golden. I am going to walk away from this. Mostly because even though I'm going to get paid £2,000 more, and it's a 3-year deal, I just don't feel it anymore. I'm going to walk away from the talk because I'm just looking at elsewhere. I'm thinking I can go to a bigger thing or a bigger league, at least anyway. So Derby County have approached me. I'm going to look at the negotiations first because I've learnt my lesson from last time and it's immediate. It is immediate. So 2-year deal. Derby County have approached me to become their manager, and I've got to be honest, I can't turn this down. I just cannot turn this down. It's a former Premier League winner. It fits my criteria, what I'm looking for. Or former FA Cup winner. And everything I want, everything I need is in this deal. And there's £10 million in this. There's 10 million transfer budget. They've got 19 million. Admittedly, the only downside is apparently their owner has withdrawn some fundings, but they're a big team. And it's a realistic move because Graham Potter went from Östersund to Swansea City. So going from the Swedish top flight to the Championship is a realistic move. So I'm going to have to do this. I know it's not going to be ideal for some people, but Derby County is my next move. And we're going to accept the offer. Now that I'm definitely making... This is definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on now. But Derby County, my new club. And there we have it. We have left Örgryte to join Derby County in the Championship. I was hoping to go to Germany, but honestly, England is now where I'm going to be. And the fact that I've got highly credentials as well, apparently, is very much a good sign. And this is a risk for me because of the fact it's such a big job and because they are expected to do much better than they have been. Örgryte, we knew was a job that we could do. They're the mid-table team. This is a team embroiled in the relegation fight right now. And I genuinely believe we could be struggling a little bit for a bit. But yes, we've got credentials. We've won the Manager of the Year in this second tier. We've won 3 league titles. We've won 2 cups, if you include the Rookie All-Star Cups. But yeah, we've won a lot of trophies in our time, and we've never failed to win anything. So we've done a good job, I feel. And that's a good sign. And yeah, former Premier League winners. It makes sense to look at this as a team that we should be going for. And the transfer budget alone means we can definitely strengthen the squad. It's December. They've got great facilities. It's a no-brainer for me to go here. And they've already set up the formation for me perfectly, which is very, very good. So, what can we do with this, I wonder? And the outline here is avoid relegation. They don't want me to do much. Just avoid relegation. I'm happy with that. I really am. I just realised I've made a bit of a mistake and forgot to save before I took the job. But yeah, Derby County is our new job. We're going to be ending this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Is this controversial after what was implied last time? I don't know, but it's not ideal. And I would have definitely gone for Germany otherwise if it wasn't for the fact that the game broke. So yeah, it is what it is. Either way though, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.